Orale, Cholo Trucker, M.A.S movies and shows. And here we got how the gringo stole Christmas. So this movie went over my head. Okay. I had not heard of this movie. Um, Probably, I think the day it came out, which was December 1st. That's when I first heard about it. And I'm like, Orale, Holmes, I didn't know George Lopez was making a movie. Well, I don't know if he made it, but nonetheless, I was like, oh man, I didn't know this movie was being made. And it caught my interest. I went ahead, I looked it up, and I checked out the trailer, and I'm like, okay, cool, Holmes. Let me go ahead and let's check it out over the weekend. And that's what I and my beautiful, crazy local wife did. Now we did have to rent it on Prime because there's nowhere where you could watch it for free, at least not that I know of. But I went ahead, rented it on Prime, checked it out, and let me tell you guys what I think about it. Well, first I'll tell you guys what the movie is about. Basically, the movie is about George Lopez has a daughter who lives out, I believe, in New York, right? They just said back east. Lives out in New York, and she's coming home for Christmas. What George Lopez's character doesn't know is that she has a boyfriend, which is the dude that you see standing right behind George Lopez, and the fact that he happens to be white. Oh, yeah. She got herself a white boy, right? Pretty successful white boy, by the way, man. He makes video games. But anyway, so basically, there's that whole, it's a comedy movie. There's a whole thing, hey, bringing the gringo to East LA to have Christmas, and the dad doesn't really approve of it, and trying to see, how macho this gringo is, and can he really fit in with this Mexican family? You got the homies across the street that are always just hanging out, with their, with their beat up lowrider. So, all right, man. That's basically what the movie's about. Let me go ahead and tell you guys what I think. Now, first of all, when I saw the trailer to it, I was like, hey, man, you know what? This movie looks somewhat okay. Now, Rotten Tomatoes has it at 54%. Okay. I'll tell you guys where I had it, but let me go ahead and tell you guys this first. I really wanted to like this movie. Okay. I really did. And I like to support a lot of these movies. I do, man. And some of them are pretty good. I'm going to tell you guys right now, this movie is not good. Okay. It's not. Um, and it sucks, man, because I really wanted this movie to do good so I could go ahead and start putting it out there and start telling gente about it. Like, hey, man, you guys gotta go check out this movie, right? But man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Maybe about 30 minutes into the movie, I was okay with just stopping the movie and not watching the rest of it. But I did sit and watch the whole thing. All right. Um, and it is just not a good movie. It never really truly got better. Um, Obviously it's a little bit of a low budget movie. Okay, let's get that out of the way. But I knew that going in. All right, it's not like this movie had a lot of money behind it, which is fine. That's cool. The acting, the acting is pretty subpar itself, man. It really is, from everybody in it. Maybe just George Lopez does some decent acting. All the acting is a little subpar. I don't know why they had to add, some funny style music every time somebody is having a conversation. I thought that really cheapened the conversations that people were having. But it seemed like every time there's a conversation, there's a little bit of funny music that they got to be throwing in the background. And it just made the movie, I'm going to be honest, Holmes, and I hate to be, just bashing on this movie, but I'm going to be honest, it just made the movie just kind of dumb. You got two people having a conversation and you got to, throw in this funny music in the background. and just makes it just kind of dumb. That I get it. This wasn't supposed to be a movie that's supposed to be taken so serious. I understand it's a comedy movie. Did it make me laugh? It made me chuckle a little bit here and there, and that kind of came with the the homies that are playing like these super, over the hill kind of cholos that just kick it across the street. Um, they obviously like overdo it, which is fine. I get it. It's a comedy movie, man. I'm not gonna, again, I don't understand. I just got to put this out there, right? I don't understand well, not every time. I shouldn't say that, but I don't understand whenever they're gonna have, a cholo or something like that, they go ahead and they put a bandana on a homie with the knot in front, like Tupac did. Okay. And this movie takes place in East Los. Homies in East Los do not wear bandanas with the knot on their forehead. But that's neither here nor there because this is a comedy movie. It's not really supposed to be taken serious. I did not take it serious. I wanted to have a good laugh. I wanted to enjoy this movie. I watched it with my beautiful, crazy local wife. We love Christmas movies, man. We really do. And we want to find more Christmas movies to watch during December and be like, hey, all right, cool. Another good Christmas movie we could add into our collection. I'm telling you guys this is not one of them. This is not one of them. This movie fell very, 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 very short. When they played soccer, maybe that was somewhat a little bit funny, I guess. Yeah, I had to reach. Just a lot of the things, man, a lot of things in the movie where it's like, okay, was that supposed to be a funny part? Because that felt pretty flat. And it was just kind of dumb. So I'm just giving you guys my honest opinion. Maybe you guys think differently. Maybe you guys will love the movie. All right. Not a lot going on. The movie is pretty simple. The movie, for the most part, takes place at their home with the exact same characters. Not a lot of characters in this movie. It's just basically the family. That's how you could just kind of tell. Well, just that in the picture. There's not a lot of money behind it, except for when they go to, say, I don't know, the airport, which that's kind of a weird scene as well. The Christmas party that they throw. Just look, overall, man, son of a bastard, Holmes. It's just not a good movie. If you guys want to go ahead, check it out and probably throw a little support. And maybe you guys might disagree with me. Maybe you guys might love the movie. All right. Did they do the best they could with what they had? Man, no, I don't think they did. Like I said, there was no need to pump in music every time somebody's having a conversation. You put on this funny, clownish music in the background every time somebody's having a conversation. I don't understand why that is. Now, was it clownish music every conversation? No, but when George Lopez's character is having this conversation with his daughter, does there have to be music in the background? Can it just be silent to see the seriousness, to get a little bit emotionally connected? Because the music just kind of knocks you out of it. At least it did for me. It didn't let me take any of the conversation serious. But nonetheless, man, so Rotten Tomatoes has it at 54%. I'm going to have this sucker at 20%. It just was not a good movie. It just wasn't. I give it 20% because it did have me chuckle once or twice here and there, but that was me just kind of searching for something to laugh at. All right. And when the gringo, all right, you guys see him standing back there. When the gringo is having the conversation at the Christmas party with George Lopez, like, big dog, why are you smiling? You're trying to have a serious conversation when George Lopez is over there talking about how you ruined You're the gringo that ruined his Christmas, and you're over there trying to have a serious conversation, but you have this smile on your face. Like the acting was bad. The acting, I didn't. This movie just wasn't that good, man. And I really, really wanted to like this movie. However, you know what? Shout outs for them for making this movie, for trying something at least. It just didn't work for me. It might work for you. The trailer is pinned in the comment section below. So it'll be the first comment you guys see. Hit the link, check out the trailer, and maybe you might want to go watch it. But for me, just didn't work, man. 2 thumbs down. Cholo Trucker, M.A.S Movies and Shows. I'll catch you guys on next one.